first episode, well, official episode of Chef Boy Howdy. I took a poll on my Facebook page and we got down to it to what I'm going to be cooking today, which is different kinds of ramen. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, well, we just set our water down to boil, so while we're waiting on that, I figured I might as well let you guys in on a couple of ramen secrets. Still today, in the prison systems, these are actually a delicacy and used as currency.
What? What the f***?
So a lot of them will use this in mustard packets and ketchup and whatever you could think about just to get their protein, to get their workouts in the yard. So that's a pretty fun fact you learned today. Well, now that we just brought our water to a boil, we can start adding the ramen. And what better way than to do that in style? Kobe. So our noodles have been boiling for quite some time and it looks like they're getting ready to stir. Because the last thing I want to serve is a square bundle of ramen to my guest and embarrass myself that way. So you always got to be ready. Nice. Walkie slush. Well, it looks like our noodles are about ready and it's time to drain them. And I know what you're thinking, Dylan. It's only Wednesday. But I'm like, I know, I get it. Usually that stuff's for the weekends. But we're going to get after it anyways at this time. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. Is the ramen with the packet and sour cream on it. So let's start with that recipe first. Alright, so the first recipe is done, and it actually smells pretty decent, so let's get into it and see what it tastes like. It's actually pretty good. I never even thought about adding sour cream to it, but it turned out pretty well. You still have that chicken flavor, but it mixes well with the sour cream as well, so you get that base. Yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 on a ramen scale. Time for our second one. It is garlic powder, garlic salt, and onion powder. So my heart rate's about to jump up to 145, so let's give it a try. Alright, well, we just got that recipe complete. I did it to the best of my knowledge and what I would think I would like it as. So, without further ado, let's give it a shot. It's not bad. A little garlicky, but I would eat it. I'd probably give it a 4.5 out of 10 on the ramen scale. So this recipe we're about to try out actually calls for a sunny side egg on top of the ramen. So we're going to blend two food groups together and we're going to see what we can come up with. We're ready to try this one out. And actually, it looks really good, if you guys can see that. I did the yolk and everything to perfection. I'm sure you guys are going to dog on that's not the way you make a sunny side up egg. Well, it's not your show, so I guess it doesn't really matter at this point, does it? So let's mix it up and see what we got pretty much. Let's try out this breakfast ramen. That's what I'm going to call it, the breakfast ramen. It's pretty good. It's got a lot of protein in it. It's got that Oak City hot sauce in it. So it really's got good flavor, especially with the spice to flavor ratio. The egg and the salt and everything, you can taste that for sure. Then you still got that ramen consistency. So I'd say this one's winning so far. Probably an 8 out of 10 on the ramen scale. You know what? After thinking about it, I'm going to put a raw egg in this next one. I'm going to alter it a little bit. But this would be mine with Josh wanted me to put a little extra ingredient. So I got you. Let's go take a look. Now it's time for the secret ingredient. A little dime bag. A dime bag of some garlic powder. So today in this meal, we ended up including a raw egg, which is a very first for not only me, but Chef Boy Howdy on top of that. So, salmonella, here we come. But to counteract that, I put some extra hot sauce. That way it'll really like burn it up and almost cook it, thanks to Oak City hot sauce. And then we put a little bit of garlic powder in there that I kept safe in a baggie. And some seasoning from the ramen packet. So without further ado, let's mix it up and try it out. Just, you hear that? That's what good ramen sounds like. What's the case average of salmonella? Like
Probably 1 in a million.
1 in a million? Oh, then yeah, we're golden. It's not bad. Consistency's weird because of the egg. But you definitely get your raw protein from it, so that's something. So if you were to work out right after dinner, this is the meal you would want, for sure. This has got a raw egg. I've been told that by cartoons growing up. Of all of them, I would rate this one as like a 3. The garlic powder that I used would kind of threw it off a little bit, but I can't really feel my mouth either, so, well, yeah, 3. Thank you guys very much for watching my very first episode of Chef Boy Howdy, and welcome to my kitchen. So, might I add, if you guys follow these recipes and serve them out to your friends, don't forget to say, Boy Howdy. Hashtag that, let's send it in, let's make this a thing maybe. So, let's continue on and continue cooking. And don't do drugs.